this again real fast because that big gonna overheat. At the end, he was just basically like, look, you ain't got to pay rent, but y'all need to get the fuck out of here ASAP. So that's what we did. It took me about another month and a half maybe, and I maxed out 2 credit cards and spent every money I had to rent a truck. Ended up having to leave my car because I thought the truck was gonna have a hitch and it didn't. So I ended up renting a truck, packing literally everything that we wasn't already in storage into this truck. We were stuffed. And then I was supposed to drive my mom to Boston and drop her off. We ended up staying in Boston for a whole day and some change because she didn't want to leave and had nowhere to go. So then she ended up coming back down with us to Florida. And man, that's a whole nother can of worms, bro. It was crazy. It was like, and then like I say, the whole time from the minute we got there to till the day we was finna leave, my daughter didn't want to be there. My daughter wanted to leave the entire time. Every time I asked her, she said she wanted to leave. I was up there for borderline a year. By the time we getting in the car to leave, like as we're getting in the car to leave the state, she borderline ready to cry to my. She never wanted to leave. She wanted to stay. Woo woo woo. And it was like, fuck. Well, if you would have told me sooner, maybe we could have tried some more shit. But I honestly don't know what I could have did. I was so stressed. And then the main reason I was going home is because while all this going on, I'm talking to the homie and telling him the homie, and he just, giving me advice and shit like that. And the main thing he kept saying was, bruh, just come back to Florida, bro. Like, we'll help you. We'll give you rides places. We'll help y'all with food. We'll give y'all a place to stay. You ain't got a trip. We ain't gonna charge you too much on rent. All this stuff he's saying he gonna do. So it took me forever. It was a lot of false starts and stuff like that. But finally I slid. And then it wasn't until I was almost there that, he was just like, hey, by the way, your mama can't stay here. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm telling him all the stuff that was going on. So he was just like, oh, your mama can't stay here. And I felt some type of way about it at first, but it was just like, it is what it is. Low key, my mama didn't want to stay there no way. So it was just weird because it was the first sign of, oh, this ain't finna be what you told me it was gonna be. Because at first it was like, oh no, y'all come. You know what I mean? All y'all come. Just hurry up and get down here. Then it was like, once we on the way, it was like, oh, by the way, I don't know where you gonna put her, but she can't stay here. So that shit was a whole nother level of stress where we got a hotel the first night and was about to get another hotel the second night, and then my auntie ended up finding a lady on Facebook and we slid her in there, and she been in that room ever since. But they low-key janky, and that's a whole nother can of worms that we could get into. And that's basically how I got back down here. Now, it took me several videos and like 12 tries, but I think I'll end the story right there. And I'll try and pick up what happened after I got down here. And then again, I'm skipping over so much stuff. There's more shit to talk about before I even left Florida. I could talk about how my job was trying to tell me to sleep in the garage that I worked at, and there's so much shit that I could talk about. I could talk about the amount of jobs I went through while in Massachusetts, the trouble I was having finding jobs and why I was having trouble. I could talk about my experience with the cold and all that shit. The little females I met up there, because I met 1 or 2 females up there. My baby mama, we ain't even got into what the fuck this bitch was doing the whole time. I don't mean to call you a bitch. I love you, baby. But we ain't even get into the fact of what she was doing the whole time or what she doing right now. So it is what it is. But I ended there. That's how we made it back. And I stayed with the homie. My mom stayed with the people. And what started this video vlog is on June 3rd, after I paid rent, my homie told me, hey, we got until July 1st to get the fuck out. And he said it very calm and with no stress, because the only thing they stressing about is to pack, because they know they going to his mom's house. Mind you, it's not a comfortable situation because his mama already got a bunch of people at her house, and they deep as it is, just off the drip ski, they already deep. So it's not like he going to an ideal situation, but it's just like, it didn't impact him as much as it is impacting me. And it was just like the way he brought it to me and the way he waited until after I gave him my money for rent and didn't offer it back is just like low-key green. But it's just that's another can of worms, and it is what it is. So This is the end of day 4. That was part of the origin story. I'll continue on tomorrow. I just noticed my mustache crooked. Don't judge me. Fuck with your boy. Park Bench Mojo, Bus Stop Mojo, Rental Room Mojo. Take it easy. Pray. Love your mom. Give your parents a hug. Kiss your kids on the face.